Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for tuning in to Rise and Shine with Miko this morning. So, as I've been continuously working on my journey of healing and connecting to my not only my body but my emotions, I've been really starting to discover in so many ways that I am still living out the emotional shaming culture that I've been grew up in, just like many of you. And recently, I was interviewed on one of someone's summit, and we talked about how even when our parents growing up, when they had the best intention to be there to support us as little kids when we cry, they would come and be like, hey honey, don't cry, it's okay. That's actually a subtle way of telling us that it's not okay to be sad, that it's not okay to cry. Don't cry so that people around you don't have to feel uncomfortable, and just get it over with. It's not a big deal. Don't cry. So even when people around us have the best intentions to make sure that we feel better, we feel okay, that's actually a very unhealthy way for us to process our emotions. We are human beings, and as human beings, we experience all sorts of emotions: sadness, happiness, joy, bliss, anger, frustration, loneliness, like fear, shame, guilt, whatever it is. We all have feelings, we all have emotions. And when we are not being allowed to fully experience, to complete the cycle of the emotional response, then it's all being repressed inside our body. When we are experiencing, let's say, like annoyance or frustration or anger, immediately, because of culture, because of what society has deemed to be appropriate, we just shove it down. We shove it down, we shove it down, we shove it down. We get ourselves together, we put on a happy face even when we are dying inside. And then eventually, all of these build up anger, these pent up rage and frustration, eventually turn into something that we start reacting to situations, to people, that it's not even the reason for our anger, but essentially they become like the what do you call it, they become the reason, the target for our anger that's been built up from years and years and years of building up. And it's not fair for these people, and it's not fair for you, right, to experience all of these anger and frustration that's in your cells, like their cellular memories of your emotions. And that's also creating physical illness when the more we have these stuck emotions inside of our body. So why I'm bringing all of this up is because, like, even though I know all of this, there's a saying that goes that it takes a couple minutes to learn a concept, but a lifetime to master something. And that's where I'm at right now, right? Even though as much as I know about these concepts, like I caught myself last night, someone close to me came to me and said, like, hey, I'm so freaking pissed right now because something happened. And I caught myself telling her, like, hey, don't be mad. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm still doing this. I'm still being a part of this emotion shaming culture that I grew up in. I was telling this person that's so close to me, like, it's okay, like, don't waste your time getting angry. But then I realized what I was doing. I was telling her to not feel her anger and to keep it down when that's not healthy, and then instantly I told her, hey, let yourself feel through the anger. Let yourself do whatever you need to process, to let it out. If you need to punch some pillows, punch some pillows. If you need to scream into a pillow, scream into a pillow, because that's all appropriate. It's 100% appropriate. Whatever you're feeling, if it's coming out, then it's been in there, right? Whatever it's coming out, it means it's inside of your body, that gets to be released, that gets to be processed. And if you don't, then it's still gonna stay in your body and it's gonna come out one way or the other. Just like an analogy of, if you really need to vomit, like physically vomit because there's toxin in your body, imagine if you shove that down. If you say, no, I'm not gonna vomit right now, it's not appropriate, what's gonna happen? Maybe it's gonna come out. I don't want to give you this ugly imagery, but it's probably gonna come out from your nose. It's gonna come out. You know what I mean? You know where I'm going with this. So it's the same concept with emotions, same exact concept. So as you go about today, notice where, in what ways are you allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to feel through anything as it arises. No judgment, just being a witness, observing it, holding space for yourself, because that's how you build a trusting, loving, supportive, safe relationship with you. All right, so that's all I want to share today. Have an amazing day, and let me know in the comments below, how do you process your anger? How do you give yourself space and time to release your anger and frustration? And let's share ideas with each other. All right, so much love your way, and I'll see you soon tomorrow.